I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hey, Chantel.
You're Roxanne.
On today's episode, we are covering some Orange County and a wife swap. I am loving wife swap. I was talking about this on our Patreon because we recorded our Patreon earlier, and I was saying I wasn't anticipating it was going to be this good, but I really do love the show so much.
I was watching it just like an hour before OC, and then my husband was home and he was like making dinner. He came home early today, and he kind of was like listening a little bit to it. He's like, "What do I do as a husband?" Because like this
Yeah.
episode was so funny because like there was one husband who does nothing, and then the other husband who does like a lot. It was just funny. It's funny. Like it's a good show just to like put things in perspective. That's why I always liked it.
I know. And the thing is, though, while I was watching it and stuff, I was like, this is like who I want to see on The Real Housewives. This is like what's missing from The Real Housewives is like an emotional, like a real emotional thing where, like, they're through the thick of it. They have little kids. One feels like I'm working too much, one doesn't feel I'm appreciated. And like they have this like real family unit, though. And I feel like what they end up casting is like they cast glam and that's great and stuff. But like obviously this woman was wealthy. Like I wasn't expecting her to be wealthy and she was. And I mean, she even like walked into Emily's house. She's like, oh, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was. I was dying.
I know,
But I
I
feel
got I
like,
got that too. But like I can see that because like it's like you think of Housewives. The funniest part to me was like when she found out she was going to Orange County. Obviously, she doesn't live under a rock. She watches Housewives. She knows the people. And she's like, "What if I get Terry Dubrow? Like that would have like because that's the most like lavish lifestyle. Like that would have been unreal."
oh my gosh, I know. They would like probably have never come on the show. I cannot see them doing that. But I just thought it was such a great episode. Like I was like, every episode so far I've thought is really good. So I want them to continue the show. I hope the ratings are doing well because I do really like it. And like I wanted to know more about the girl. I mean, I found the woman, I think her name was Caley, more interesting than I found Emily.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You
But
know what? Oh, go ahead.
it was like crazy though, like to me, like everyone loved the woman, but it was crazy like the way that in the beginning how she would like dismiss her husband a lot, like when he wanted to do things, but like that just goes to show you it's like there's like built up resentment, and so it was just I hope she saw that like how she does that a lot to her husband.
Yeah, I know. You know what I noticed about Emily? And I've always thought this, like, obviously, like, no shade to like the children or anything, but on the season, we learned that Emily's like, I didn't know that my fourth grader couldn't read. And like, again, I have a first grader, and first grade is when they learn to read. So every single week, Charlie gets a packet on Mondays that is due on Fridays, and it's all reading packets. And then in kindergarten, like, she was learning like words and sounds and how it sounds. So every Monday, or like when she comes home and we do homework, like we're listening to her trying to read these paragraphs and going through with it. And then she has to turn it in. So I'm just very I was shook about Emily. Like, how did you not know your kid wasn't reading? But it's like watching her in the beginning of the episode, she seems very, what is the word where you're not like you're checked out, but I don't know. I don't know I think it starts with a D. I don't know, but detached. Like she's so detached from her family. Like she literally goes to her room anytime. You can tell I think that she like loves having a daughter, not saying that she doesn't like having sons, but I feel like a huge detachment with her boys and like a need and a want for like this relationship with her daughter who's going through like the teenage thing, but it's like her sons want what she wants with her daughter. And I just feel like she's very detached from her kids, and she started the Real Housewives when they were like really young. And you never like saw her like do things with her kids. Like you never saw that. So I don't know. I hope with Emily, since the show, she's realized that and she, maybe is a little bit more involved with her children.
I think she explains a little bit more tonight on the reunion, like a little bit about like more of his diagnosis, and I feel like it made more sense, where like it just happened out of nowhere more than like not knowing all along that he was like that. did you agree to that? Because she kind of did mention like, like something, there was this thing that everyone said it was like strep throat, and then all of a sudden like that could, really, the swelling in the head, and it could help, it could, be a problem if someone's on the spectrum. So maybe it was always on the spectrum a little bit, but like you really couldn't tell. And then this just amplified it. And then it happened out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's in regards to the reading thing. But I'm saying in general, I just feel like she's very
Yeah.
detached when it comes to her kids. Like she let the Real Housewives consume her life. And then, like, even the fact that Shane picks up their kids every day. Like, don't you want to pick up your kids? Like, that tells me too, Chanel, you see, like, we do the podcast, we have full-time corporate jobs, and I still make it to everything that my kid has at school. And not saying like if you don't, like, then that's messed up. But in her situation, like I just feel like she's never been that way. So, again, hopefully after this episode, she learned a little bit about that. She did seem to like appreciate Shane more. However, like, Shane seems like it seemed like Shane was into the girl, and then this guy and Emily were like into each other. And that was like really, really funny. But I don't know. It seemed like, it seems like Shane doesn't, he ended up like getting his law degree, but like he doesn't actually work. So he's just like a full-time dad, which is still a lot, but that's why he does do a lot of the duties. But still, like her checking out and just like going in her bed when things get tough. Like I'm like, I don't know. What do you think about her daughter? Like the teenage phase?
I mean, it's so hard to like comment on someone that's a teenager, because like we were all like crazy probably as teenagers, and like, you don't want to be judged as that. But like, oh my, I'm just like this is why we can't give kids phones. Like there really has to be so much like rules around phones, because like the fact that she was just disengaged in everything and just wanted her phone, like that scared me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want my daughter to be a teenager.
No, I agree. But I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was weird. Like, I feel like usually the episode is for the husbands to kind of realize things, but it was like this one was like emotional. Like, it was more about the wives. I don't know how to explain it. Obviously, the wives like realize things, but I just feel like this one was like set up a little bit differently than the others. Like, and also like it was kind of crazy because like the other ones like had solid marriages, it looked like, and this one, went into it with like not a solid marriage. Caley, I think her name was.
Yeah.
She talked about her experience on TikTok, and she actually brought up that she was in a situation with Joe Gorga. I'm gonna show you this. Hold on one sec.
And it's funny because like she's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
The Gorgas and I had a little small thing a couple years ago about my old house. He claimed to have built my house and flipped it, and he used my home picture on his Instagram when in fact he did not build it or flip it, and it was actually the wrong address. It was kind of like a little scam-ish, and I simply just asked him to take it down, and he didn't, and that was when it kind of exploded and people caught on to it. But other than that, no, we don't communicate at all. And eventually the picture was taken down, and he admitted that the house that he claimed to have flipped was obviously not mine, and it went away. Ironically.
So how crazy is that?
Wait, that's like how funny that this person would be on a show about the housewives and wife swap.
I mean, yeah, like I know that is actually kind of weird that she would end up like wanting to be in this world. But it's like, why aren't they casting people like this? Like, this is who I want to see though. Like, I don't want to see the influencer who's like a dancer making like dance videos and doing things like that. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see like a Danielle Cabral, even Tiffany from last season when it comes to Jersey. Like, I would love to see a housewife like this. Like, she's through the thick of it. She has 3 little kids. Like, that gives me housewife, dude.
I know. No,
And I feel like Bravo's like missing the mark when they cast people. It's so crazy. Like they cast people that are like rich, and I get it because it's like that's the whole point. We want to see rich housewives, but we want to see like realistic housewives, like that are just rich, not like a housewife that this is like they're trying to be famous, And this one, like, yeah, like obviously, like you do housewives for fame and money, but I don't know.
Maybe this was like an eye-opening experience for Bravo. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So good episode though. I really liked Wife Swap. I hope you guys are watching it too. And I hope they continue with it. And I'm obviously very curious because at first they initially said they were going to pull Wendy's episode, but then they said they're going to make it the season finale, which kind of is annoying because I feel like had they posted the episode, then the news broke, we would have all dissected it in a different way. Now there's so much editing that could have happened. So
I know.
Let's talk Orange County.
Let's do it.
You guys, it fell flat. That was a horrible episode.
Very bad. Very, very, very bad.
I always say that like the Housewives reunion, the first episode's always the worst. And I don't get why they do that. I think that's like annoying. I feel like if anything, make the third one like a whatever episode. But to make the first one so boring like that, it was like annoying. Like I was like, that's when it was over, I was like, it's over already.
We'll get into it for sure, but what was just the most shocking to me? Well, first we have to talk about the looks. We'll get into the looks first because we always do that. What was shocking to me was like Tamara coming in and saying to herself, "I'm not gonna let Shannon talk. I'm gonna literally mimic her. I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't even like look my way." I was so taken back by that because they try to get along a little bit this season, and it's just like she would not give in at all to her. Yeah, it was very annoying.
I don't like that. And I'm like, what does Tamara have on these producers? What does Tamara have on Bravo? Because it seems like she can just do whatever the hell she wants. And I think that Tamara's bitter that in interviews and stuff, Shannon never budged and, did what most people do when it comes to Tamara, like forgive her, move forward and act like, okay, she's not going to do that again to me. And I think that Tamara gets so triggered by Shannon. So this is like her way to deal with it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I can see that. But let's talk about the looks. Like, so who was your favorite? Best look, best dressed?
So I don't like that Gina's underwear showed. Like, I don't like that look. I feel like Paige DeSerbo does that a lot. But I do think Gina did look really good.
I think we have to give it to Gina, you guys. Gina looked amazing for herself, amazing for her first time in so long. And like the 5 years that she's probably been on the show now, like she looked like great. Her hair was amazing. She did extensions. Like everything was just on point with her.
Emily looked really good too.
I think this year, like a lot of them looked really good.
Yeah, honestly, they all did. I think Heather just looked very simple. And obviously they all look simple, but like Heather looked like,
she always does that. It's almost like she's like going to a business meeting and it's like you're at the reunion. Yeah. So I feel like that's on brand for her. Who would you say was the least?
Nebraska Public Media Sports brings you live coverage of the NSAA High School Volleyball Championships. On Saturday, November 8th, see action from all classes, all day, beginning at 9 a.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media, or live stream every game on Nebraska Public Media's YouTube channel. Nebraska Public Media Sports brings you live coverage of the NSAA High School Volleyball Championships. On Saturday, November 8th, see action from all classes, all day, beginning at 9 a.m. Central on Nebraska Public Media, or live stream every game on Nebraska Public Media's YouTube channel.
I guess I would say Heather.
Okay.
Why? Who's the least to you? Or maybe Shannon?
Yeah, I was going to say Shannon. I didn't love like the little short dress. I would say Shannon.
Yeah, I didn't like that either, to be quite honest.
I don't like Gretchen's dress either. That was like so 2018, like or like
yeah, it's very what's that brand?
Sherry Hill. Yeah,
I don't like that. But she looked good. Like everyone looked good though. It was just like there wasn't like a horrible look where I'm like, I didn't like that. And I like when they don't do too much, but Heather did just look like very just how she looks on the episodes. And see, that's what I mean. Is like, they're always like so glammed out, I guess, on the episodes that it's annoying.
I love when they go full out because sometimes like, I can get inspo from like the hair that people do, especially on Beverly Hills. I can get a lot of inspo from like Kyle or Dorit or any of them. And I just like when they go full out sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what the reunions are for.
That's true. But yeah, so let's get into the episode. You guys, it was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, Tamara was like pretending to feel awkward talking about Alexis's wedding in front of Shannon when she's literally made it her mission to talk about it within earshot of Shannon every time. She's done interviews. Like she's gotten so close with Alexis to piss Shannon off. Like that's what she does. And even it goes to the whole Joe thing, Chantel. Like, when she brings Joe around and like, she's like to Gretchen, I didn't bring Joe around because of you. And it's like, no, you like made her your +1 twice. Okay. I'm sure Joe has appeared from time to time, but you made her your +1 2 times at events that even Slade was at. Like just own up to you doing that. It's not like I've seen her as your specific plus one. Like maybe you've invited her to a party, but as your plus one. And that's what Tamra does. Like she will, become BFFs with Alexis, knowing that, like, if I was Shannon, like I would never move forward with Tamra, like never. Cause it's like, you just do shit like that. Like you're never going to stop. And then the Joe thing, when it came to Gretchen, like you're just never going to stop. So I don't know. That bothered me.
I just find it so funny. She's like, it was stunning. It was stunning. Like, okay, okay over there. Like, it's like, you don't have to be so dramatic about it. Like, it's like she just wanted to get under Shannon's skin the whole time.
Well, but she didn't like say it there. Like he read that she had talked about it. And then she was like, I feel uncomfortable like talking about it. He's like, I heard you say this in a statement or whatever. And she's like, I feel uncomfortable talking about it because Shannon's here. And then he was like, like whatever. And she's like, I don't care. Like you can talk about it. Shannon does seem like over it.
Yeah. I mean, she should. They got married. We're done.
Yeah. Cause like I would have the biggest ick. Like that would give me the ultimate ick that I could not even look twice at you.
No, I agree.
And then even like with the Shannon thing, this is why Shannon refuses to forgive Tamra, because like Shannon brings up, like, you brought up my dad. And then she's like, and then under your breath, you said like she even cares about her dad. I never caught that.
I know. I don't think I remember seeing that part either.
I wonder if they didn't put it on and then like Shannon just remembered. I don't know, actually. No, they must.
I think what I'm confused about is like Shannon has a good relationship with her dad.
Right. So why is Tamra saying that? That's why Shannon was pissed.
I know. Cause it's like, we've seen her like, take him out to lunch and like all these things. So maybe like, it was just weird.
Yeah. And then we have Tamra like saying like, it's been really hard for her. The Teddy stuff was like the hardest thing she's been through. It derailed her. And meanwhile, like she's literally not spoken to her daughter. Like she's missed her daughters, her firstborn's, like not her firstborn, but her firstborn in her second marriage, her first girl's childhood. And it's like, that's what derailed you. Like, obviously that's like a horrible, upsetting thing. And it is like the most heartbreaking thing, but that's what like made you crash. Like, I don't know. And thank God Teddy's good. Like, I think that she's in remission and she's good. So thank God for that. But it's like, I wonder if like deep down, Teddy is like, don't use like me, what I'm going through, for your reasoning. Like, would you get bothered by that?
No, I think it's unfair for us to say that, because I think it was all so sudden, and like that is like her closest person, like they talk probably every day. They do this podcast together. It's like they did this successful thing together. So like I think that's why it was so hard for her, because it's so sudden, and like you all of a sudden are like, oh my God, this person might not be my life anymore, And so I think like it was just because it was so like out of nowhere.
I don't think though, like blaming bad behavior on like stuff that you went through. And that's the thing is like, she was like, and even Andy called her out. He's like, you were so reactive this season and you quit twice. So
yeah, 100%, like that doesn't give any excuse. You can't just sit there and say, because I'm going through this, I can act this way. No. And that's like what was unfair for the ladies, is like they wanted to call her out so badly, but they always kind of felt like bad. They're like, am I an asshole for doing it at this time? And like, it's like, she definitely took advantage of that moment. Like, that's what I'd be pissed about.
How about when Shannon like would try to interject and try to like say things, and then Tamra made a comment about her like sitting at the end, and then she kept making faces. Like, what did you think about that?
That's what I said in the beginning of this like episode. Like, I was so taken aback by it. I was like, what happened between like then and like what we just saw throughout the season? Because the way she was coming at her was just too much. It's just childish. Like, I hate when people do that.
She was being
Shannon
was nice
too.
To Jen.
Yeah, she would like laugh at when Jen would make comments.
But I hate like when someone makes you feel like you're not important enough for me to even acknowledge you and talk about these things.
I know, which was just like, and to do it to Shannon, like, it's weird because they've been on the show for so long together now, and like Shannon is like a main character, so it's like she was trying to like almost not give her that main character energy, but it was just like, ew, it didn't land to me.
I think Tamra went into this saying like, I'm not going to give them much attention because Tamra had like posted something where she basically said like, I carry the show, and she's like, tune into the reunion, like I carry the show. So I feel like Tamra. That's like Tamra feels like she carries the show, and then in return she gives these people storylines because she fights with them. So she's like, I'm gonna pay them dust and not give them energy, and then what are they gonna talk about?
Okay, Tamra.
That's what
But
I don't know. That's what
I
I'm
know.
thinking.
Like I can see that though too.
What'd you think about the whole Katie Emily stuff and then the Katie Gina stuff?
That fell so flat to me too. It's like, it just sucks because like here she is at the reunion to like defend herself. And it's like, we're talking about the same things that we talked about last reunion.
Yeah. But I feel like Gina's so funny because I feel like Gina was the most like annoying, even though Emily like said, I want nothing to do with her. Like, that's fine. But I feel like Gina, when it came to Katie, was like the fakest fucking person. And like for her to like back down because she probably knows that the audience is like likes Katie. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
What else happened?
Well, your website got featured.
Oh, did it? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they brought up your website for the like the headline of the babysitting thing.
Oh,
Well, no,
I
I think the one thing that was good that
didn't
Katie.
see that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't even pay attention. No.
Oh, silly girl. I think the one thing that I like that Katie did bring up is because like, she's, again, Emily tries to act like an angel that she would never do anything. It's like, how dare you? And like, Katie's like, dude, you did the same thing to me last reunion. Like, what are you talking about? So it's like to me that I just thank God she can call her out for it. And like people forget because I forget. And then like when I'm like, oh yeah, she did do that, So it's like that was good of Katie to make sure that people knew that like Emily's doing the exact same thing that Emily's mad that she did.
Well, did you see what Katie posted on social media?
No.
She made this post, and it's hold on, I don't want it. It's so it like a blog, a Twitter account came out and said Emily asked me to post for her. So why is she coming for Katie? And basically, like this person like blocks whatever they said. And then Emily responds like, would you believe her loser agent publicist posted shitty things about me after me saying things? By the way, this is my opinion and my perspective, which I am allowed to have when people are asking questions. That's what being a housewife is all about, sharing your opinion and your perspective and being real and authentic about it. You can choose to agree or disagree, but this is exactly how I feel. And then Emily like shares this account where it's like a video of her talking. And then it said, we love a self-aware queen. Emily admits she has nothing to offer audience other than speaking negatively about her cast. And then, I guess that's what the PR person. So Emily's showing this Instagram account what the PR person is saying. And then she's like, her agent posted this. How completely unprofessional. And then the account, I don't know if the account's Bravo Boo said, oh my gosh, no effing way. I am reposting it, but I will not say I got it from you. That is so low. Alexis is so insecure. It reeks off of her and the stuff shows it even more. I'm busy at the moment, but I'm going to make a post about the publicist because I really am writing hard for Shannon right now. And Emily responds, don't feel obligated. I just wanted to share because I was grossed out by it. And then this account says, I'm not feeling obligated at all. I think they both match each other's energy and it's not going to last because it doesn't have the kind of money that it requires. And so now this person is like churning on Emily and saying like, you asked me to post, so why are you coming for Katie? And Katie reposted that. So what is your thoughts? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. 100% is the same thing. Like, again, they act like they don't talk to anybody and they all have their hands dirty.
Yeah. And that's literally what it is. At the end of the day, like you can be strategic and smart about it. Whereas Emily didn't ask them to post, but she was smart about it, where she was like, don't feel obligated to post about it, but look at how this PR person did this. And it's like, you guys, shout out to us though. Like, I swear, like we are very like loyal to people. Like we really are. Cause we like never put out stuff like that. People like that housewives say to us ever. Or have said to us. And yeah, like at the end of the day, like you cannot be all up in arms about something. And the thing is that you guys don't realize is that Tamra was so up in arms when she found out that Katie was talking to bloggers. We had gotten a tip from like a neighbor about Katie screaming or Tamra screaming. And, like, so we've heard things about that. So it's like, obviously, Tamra was like up in arms about people talking to accounts too, but they all do it. So it's like, let's just put it to bed. Everyone does it, put it to bed, and like, let's make a show and then not make it a thing where it's like you talk to someone, because every single one of you have done it.
Agreed. Like, I'm so over anybody bringing that up for a thing, for a storyline, to get mad at somebody. It's stupid.
Yeah. And, Emily, by the way, has gotten a lot of shit because like people are like, why would you do wife swap if like your son is going through what he's going through? And she like she was getting a lot of backlash to it. So she actually spoke on it, not at the reunion, but she said yes to wife swap long before they started having issues with Luke. And she's like, we were concerned about that. And if it would be too overwhelming for him. And I had to think about that. Cause it was about him too.
Did you notice, by the way, that during the episode, we only see the other son in the confessionals?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because she says with Housewives, the majority of the time it's me filming with the other women, and then occasionally there are some things at home, but there's a long period of filming, and 95% of it is me with the other woman. I think Luke really enjoyed this because it was about him too, and it's interesting because like with other Housewives, like we do see the kids way more.
I know.
So I wonder why that's the case.
Maybe because they don't find like their home. That I don't know. Because, Orange County was about the kids at one point too. Like we would see the kids all the time too. They were
especially the
older
older
though.
kids.
Yeah, they were older.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys. That was such like a bad reunion though.
What'd you think about the Gretchen stuff?
Oh yeah. The Gretchen stuff. I feel like Tamara's doing the same thing, like with Jen, Gretchen, and Shannon, where she's like not giving them much energy. And
I think Gretchen came in though, like, she came in apologetic. You know what was crazy? The comment, I want to know what you thought of the comment. She's like, again, because we said this, I think, on our last episode, where like Tamara always uses, Gretchen's like faith against her. Like, isn't it in, God's name that you guys should be married, And it's just like, oh my God, like, why do you feel the need to have to like throw those digs? But then it's funny because she's like, yeah, we did actually get married in the church, So it's like, how stupid do you feel?
No, they didn't get married in a church.
Well, she got married in her, like, they showed a picture of like
in her house. Like,
oh, it was a house. It was like a blessing.
Yeah, like they definitely did not get married in a church or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that is messed up, and it's gross because like, you know why Tamara does that, you guys? Because like she is like a fake born again. And I don't want to like say that because I don't know though. Like I know I'm not, I feel bad saying that. But it's like, I feel like she projects what she does onto other people. Like she had a horrible season. The next season was like, I'm getting baptized. Like out of nowhere, we've never heard her like say anything about faith. And she's like, I'm getting baptized. And if you follow Gretchen on Instagram, like she's made it known like how she wants to be closer to God. Like her faith is very important to her. And I don't think that should be used against you because like, I feel like if you were a different religion, people wouldn't use that against them. So why do people like, I do think that people will like use Christianity and they're so comfortable like using it against someone. And that's exactly what Tamara is doing with Gretchen. And it's like, you're definitely projecting because that's exactly what you did. And you're judging when, at the end of the day, like we are not to judge. Like even me judging her about her like whole baptism thing, like that could have been a legit thing. And I'm wrong for saying that because like if she's getting baptized, that is an amazing thing. But like, she completely like that was like a one season thing. We never saw it again. Whereas in Gretchen is very consistent with who she is.
Yeah. It's just like, why are we always coming after someone for that?
I know, for their like faith. I swear. And it's always like with specifically like if they're a Christian and Catholic, and it really bothers me.
Uh-huh.
So it's like very annoying. Like you're too comfortable doing that. And it's because like so many people on social media too, like disrespect the religion so much, but they don't disrespect other religions, which you shouldn't disrespect any religions. Like having a religion is a beautiful thing. So.
No, I agree. But yeah,
but,
very flat reunion, you guys.
Yeah, you guys. But no wonder, like after watching them, I'm like, no wonder Jennifer Lawrence said that Tamara's the most toxic housewife.
I mean, it's not shocking for us to think that and for other people to think that, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you got going on this weekend?
Nothing. I'm a just stay-at-home mom, I'm a mommy.
Yeah. So you're just staying at home?
Yeah, I really have no plans this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. Danny turned 1 month today, you guys, which has been so crazy.
She's so freaking cute. I need to come see her. I haven't seen her. Life has been so chaotic. So
yeah. And I don't need you to come see her yet because you have some sick kids at home. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, 'tis the season of sick season, you guys. Like, oh my gosh. Literally Monday, I got a call with Charlie and Jack to come home from school. Today, picking up Elle from her Montessori, like she was like flushing red and then like has had a fever since she was attached to me all day. And like right now my husband's taking care of her and I can hear her like poor girl keep crying, and I'm probably going to keep her from school tomorrow. So like working and then having to keep her home, it's going to be a lot. But 'tis the season of 60s, dude. It's so annoying.
I know, it really is. It's just scary. And it's just like, you feel bad for them. It's like you don't want them to be sick, but they are. Oh my God, I forgot to say this in the beginning, but there was a sweet listener. I hope she's listening to this. I don't know if she listens to her OC. Her name's Katie, and or was it Kate or Katie? I think it's Kate. Or Kate. I'm sorry, I don't know. But she stopped in our market, and like my husband was there, and she like bought some wine. Like, how nice was that?
That was I know when you told me, I was like, oh my gosh, that was the nicest thing. And like you made it like you were gonna be there though.
What do you mean?
When you said you were like, we're having this event if you guys want to stop by.
Oh, she didn't stop by then. She stopped by a different time. But I was at that event.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That is so freaking sweet.
I know, that was so nice.
You always have like these like little run-ins or like.
I know you never do. Maybe because you don't leave your house, but I always
Well, no,
have the
one
run-in.
time I was at it was like Blessings of Our Backpack. And one of the moms came up to me and she's like, are you Roxanne from All About TRH podcast? She's like, I listened to you and your cousin. So I did have that one time.
Oh.
And like, we're in Michigan. So it's like, oh, hey, like, you know what?
We forget people can listen to in Michigan.
Well, like most of our listeners are literally first off out of the country and then New York, right? Or what is it? It's like
Chicago. There's like
we have a lot in Chicago, a lot.
And a big following is Australia, which is so crazy.
I know. Even Ireland.
Hey, Aussie people.
And remember how much shit I spoke about Ireland when the New Jersey cast went somewhere? And like, I was like, man, shout out to you guys because you guys be listening to us. So that is really, really nice. I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend though. Like, I just want to.
Sounds like you might have to stay home. So
I know. Well, Charlie has a birthday on Saturday and I feel so bad because like, I know Sloane's going to freak out because she's not invited. That's a problem because they're 12 months apart. So
I know, but remember we talked about this? Like we had cousins that were like that. And it's like, you do have to let them be separate. It's okay. Like sometimes it's fine.
I know. We literally, my aunt, like they had 1 year apart and she would constantly like anytime, which it was like a Sloane, the younger one. Like anytime the older one like had plans, like my aunt made the younger one like go along and my older cousin would be like, I just want to do things alone. And we would be like, dude, why doesn't she just like let her like have her own friends? But then like now I'm experiencing that where I'm like, let's Sloane tag along, but they're still so young and they're literally 13 months apart. So I'm like, let her tag along. But yeah, she's going to go to a birthday and I already know she's going to freak out. And I'm just going to be like, when your friend invites you, you'll go. But you know what? I swear when Sloane gets invited to things, Charlie's like, that's not fair. I want to go. So they both do it.
Yeah.
So that's my life. But yeah, I just have that on Saturday and I think that's it. So, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that until I'm not okay with that. Like I'm going to get like triggered with my kids, like, you know, fighting all day and be like, let's get out of the house. Like, let's get some fresh air.
It might snow this week or in the next week or something, which is crazy already.
Oh,
You guys were already there.
I got to get all their winter stuff out.
Yep.
Well, with your one word answers, thank you so much. Well, looks like Chantel's tired. So
very.
All right. Well, have a good night's sleep. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back. Oh, we are going to do a Selling Sunset episode. So please, if you're not watching Selling Sunset, watch the last season. It was so damn crazy.
We're going to do like a pop culture, like what's been on recently episode.
What was the other one we're doing? Selling Sunset and what?
We're going to talk about the Chris Lee's podcast.
Oh, the Chris Lee Lindsay podcast.
Yeah.
Dramas. Yeah.
And then just touch on a little bit of Dancing with the Stars.
We kind of did though, but yeah.
I know, but like, you know, like that guy, why is he still on? You know, like I want to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
we got a lot to talk about. So that's an episode I'm really excited to talk about because this reunion really sucks. So there's that.
We'll probably do that like, and then have it like by Monday.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening. We love you guys so much. Make sure to join us on Patreon, 2 additional episodes. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
The expert team on Nebraska Public Media's Big Red Wrap-Up series tackles Nebraska football. Score highlights on the big plays, a breakdown of each game, live interviews with special guests, and the latest on Husker recruiting. Watch Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday nights at 7 and 10 Central on Nebraska Public Media or stream on Facebook, YouTube, or the PBS app.